Hello and welcome back. My name is Cliff, and this is going to be a review of Knights of Gartania by Nathan Hill. This is a book I picked up from the Melsonian Arts Council. I'll include links where you can get it. It's a little hardback book, which I'm just going to start off with the one thing I don't like about this book. Is its binding is this sort of glue binding, and it doesn't open very well, which is unfortunate because I really like the content of this book, and it'd be nice if I could see it a little bit easier. But there's that complaint. It says it's for 5th edition, but you could use these ideas in anything. So I think this was his, somewhere it says here, Inktober 2018. I think basically he was doing, Inktober, where you do ink drawings in October, and he created all of these fun night drawings and statted them up, and now it's a book. Overall, the aesthetics of this book are very nice. My complaint about the binding aside, so let's take a look through some of these. They all have this basic layout. So you'll have like the Kettle Knight, which is a knight with a kettle head. It's a great idea. It's fun. The Firefighter Knight. It's a fun one. The Cannon Knight. And I think the main thing I like about this, some of the ideas are good, and stats are always useful to have on hand. But I really like this art style, and I think the aesthetic of this book has this sort of Alice in Wonderland vibe to it, and that's something I really want to bring to my game a bit more right now. That's something I've been kind of trying to bring in. So I really like this particular book and kind of the vibe of it. The Checkered Knight, who is giving some people shooting him with arrows the middle finger. Wonderful. The Tartan Knight. A lot of these are kind of not too serious. None of these are too serious, and but they're fun things to think about, and they're just kind of imaginative. The Butcher Knight, and let you just have something fun for your players to encounter instead of something horrific. The Barrel Knight, or if you just want to buy it for the art, totally good for that too. I don't think this book was very expensive. It might have been like $10. 10 or 15. The Botany Knight. The Space Knight. And there is some indication here about progression, so I think there's this idea that maybe you could let your players play one of these. I guess if you had players who wanted to play something pretty weird or a little bit different, it could be fun to let them play one of these. Generally, I would probably use these more for monsters or like random strange encounters. But here's the Kettle Knight Senior. He's got 2 kettles for a head, and a little grinder. You can just grind your coffee right there. The Herb Knight, the Cauldron Night. That's a good one. That could be really fun to throw at players. It seems very dangerous, actually. The Camp Knight. As you can see, there's a lot of these, and they all are in the same sort of vein, but I think this is a really fun book. There's probably not a whole lot to say about it, because it kind of is what it is, but here we can just take a look through some of these. The Iron Knight. The Ladder Knight. And, you know, some of these are probably pushing into a little bit too silly. Like, I don't know how you could, even in a strange and weird setting, realistically throw some of these at your players. The Candle Night. I did put the Kettle Night into a recent session, and I had my players, they encountered some tea sellers, and the Kettle Knight was there, you know, pouring the hot water, and he would just kind of lean over and pour the hot water into their cup, which was, I didn't use any of the stats, I just used the idea, but my players really enjoyed it, so books like this are worth it for things like that. The Night Night. The Starlight Night. All right. Well, there you go. This is The Knights of Gartania by Nathan Hill. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.